We're back to the Total Education Celebrity Show, powered by the Beach Lifestyle Celebrity segment. Remember, go to simplyg.com, and we are thechallenge.com for more information, or totaltutor.net. And I'm just so honored to have on the program and celebrity, actor, and much, much more. XZIBIT, thanks for calling, man.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Well, I'm very excited, and for our listening audience that doesn't know who you are, because, I mean, everyone knows who XZIBIT is, but specifically, you never know. You want to get a new generation of listeners to your music and things like that. Tell us a little bit about your background.
Well, I've been a recording artist since 1996. I released my first single, Paparazzi, and it took me around the world. And, from there, I started working with Dr. Dre and Eminem and Snoop Dogg and the rest of the family here in the West. And it's been an illustrious career. I started, doing television and cable TV. I started a show called Pimp My Ride that, broke all boundaries, and then it led to a movie career, and it's been a roller coaster of a ride, but, I've been able to span, decades and continue to have a presence in entertainment. So that's basically where I came from.
Well, absolutely, and a tremendous story, and what you did in your whole career is fantastic, but then you did something that a lot of people don't do, is try to become an entrepreneur. Because, you're making all this money. You're the brand. You're the brand already. Why go through this? Have other people work for you, and meaning like in a way where I'm just going to collect money and save my money. But you decided to become an entrepreneur. And those are the most creative people in the world who create the brands, create everything. And through your creation of your brand, you said, you know what? I want to be an entrepreneur. So what made you want to become an entrepreneur?
I mean, I think, no one in my family has been considered a millionaire. I'm the first one that ever made $1 million in my family, and being, forward thinking and wanted to have, to educate myself, because I didn't go to college. I didn't have that background. So I wanted to be able to, support myself, legally first. And then I wanted to take advantage of, being, a young man and having a lot of opportunities happen in order to organize that and make sure that I'm reaping, the most benefit from those choices.
Well, absolutely, and I think that basically that's what happened. So what made you decide about this tequila brand? What made you want to do this as one of your entrepreneurial ventures?
Well, as bad as this sounds, I like to drink a lot. And and when I tasted Bonita for the first time, it was basically, hands down the best tequila I've ever tasted. So, I look for opportunities that are on the ground level, that are starting from the bottom, and I like to be able to have an influence in the direction where that brand goes. I don't endorse and get behind a lot of things. So, when this opportunity came, it fit right into the luxury style branding that I'm accustomed to. And it was a perfect fit. So, when I got with Chris and Annette and put our minds together, we came up with the idea of not only, endorsing it, but being a partner. And that's what's attractive to me at this stage of my career, is having ownership and having things that, not only I built, multi-million-dollar companies for other people. Why not do it for myself?
And that's the key, because then when you're old and you have something that to hang your hat on, that's something that you're at one point your music career, you'll be like, I don't want to travel all the time, but as an entrepreneur, you've created this is your baby, meaning you're the one helping make Bonita Platinum become what it needs to be, and that's the key component of this, right? That it's yours. It's not another company's making money off you.
Exactly.
So tell us specifically. So you discovered them and you liked their tequila. What happened from there? It's like basically, I gotta talk to these people. How did this? Tell us the story.
Well, basically, the story happened like this. Chris saw me with a music video that I had produced called "What It Is," and in the video, I'm throwing drinking bottles of Patron, throwing it's like tequila everywhere. And so he said, you know what, he must like tequila. So he sent me, a case, and from there, we started conversations. We had a couple meetings. And that's basically how it happened. It was no secret to the formula. It's just that's how it came together.
A lot of times artists connect with businesses, and then it becomes a win-win relationship. And you said, this is a win-win for me. That's what that sounds like.
This is a win-win, yep.
So you went from there with the brand, and then you came up with some ideas yourself in this marketing after you became a partner and wanted to endorse it? Should that change?
Yeah.
So tell us specifically some of the ideas you had.
Well, basically, I have a built-in audience that comes from the music side of things, and also from the television side of things. But, there's creative marketing that goes in, both sides. Our bottle is beautiful, but, we want to showcase the bottle as the product and make sure that people understand what's inside the bottle is the most important, and my audience is being brought to it. So we don't want to put a bad taste in anybody's mouth that may not be familiar with the music side of things. So it's a fine line that we have to walk. But the creative marketing that comes from our guys on the Bonita Platinum team are spectacular, ranging from our events that we throw all the way through to our print ads and the way the photos and our look and the way we even package our products has changed over the last 3 months. So, we take very aggressive steps to make sure that our perception and the way that we put our product into the market is above and beyond. It's beyond perfection.
So then, I guess through that process, especially you being someone who tours Exhibit, you're just like, you know what? Why don't we go on a tour? Because that's where, I guess, the whole world can learn about your brand. So tell us what's going on with the whole tour, the whole promotion tour.
Well, what we do is every time we solidify distribution in a market, we go into that market about 45 days after initial shipment. From there, we find, the movers and shakers. We find brand ambassadors. We bring people in that are going to help us, when we're not present in the market. And that's what we do. Once we solidify distribution, I fly out. We throw an event. It works out perfect.
That's really cool. And when's your next events coming up? What city are you going to next?
Well, we get all kinds of, news every day because we have, we're constantly getting new cities, new states, new distribution. So it's hard for me to say unless I have my calendar right in front of me where I'm going next.
Because you were traveling with your music and trying to coordinate both of those things, that's a challenge sometimes.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, so what do you think, since you've been an entrepreneur, what has been the biggest challenge you've had to overcome, I guess, in being in this partnership and things like that? What challenges have you had to try to overcome so that you can make this brand the best tequila in the world?
Well, there definitely is a lot of competition, but I believe in the same breath there is no competition because no one is approaching, our tequila process the way we have here. So I think all we have to do is stay consistent. Well, if we stay consistent and push, and make ourselves known in the marketplace and make smart moves and, don't get ahead of ourselves, I think we'll be fine. I think we're going to set a pace that is going to far surpass our initial expectations, and then we'll go forward from there and see what happens.
And it sounds like it, and I think that's your ultimate goal. So what's your ultimate goal with this company? Where do you want to see it in the next 5 years?
Where don't I want to see it? I want to see it everywhere. I want to be able to turn around and not only do charitable events and, use the equity in a manner that I see fit, but I want to be able to endorse, other people, get into endorsing things and building our brand that way. Maybe sponsor a car or in NASCAR or do something that is on a larger scale campaign or sponsor a tour or sponsor an arena, or it doesn't. The sky's the limit. I believe that we can get as big as we desire to be.
So, are you looking at also any charitable organizations you're looking to partner with some of the sales? You were talking about that? Do you have any ideas yet of who you'd like to help?
Yeah, we have something already in place. We have something for our breast cancer survivors, and there's a campaign coming out that maybe Shay, after the interview, can chime in and let her know about. But there's a very good, initial campaign that we have for breast cancer coming up with our bottle involved as well.
Well, my business partner and we team up with other foundations to try to help them out in certain ways. So hopefully we can be part of this. So I'll make sure to get in touch with Shay and try to get this done because G's traveling. He does live in L.A., my co-host, and he lives in downtown L.A. in one of the those nice apartments, and he would definitely love to be involved to help in this process to promote the event. So I will make sure to reach out to both Shay and G, and we'll make sure that we can get something going so that we continue this and have it as a regular update where you're promoting and where you're going with this. But I like the idea that you're putting a charitable part of this. It's not constantly about, okay, I'm going to fill my pockets. I want it to be a successful brand, but I also want to give back. Isn't that correct?
Definitely. That's always been in the portfolio for me.
And has breast cancer been the big thing you've always done, or what other foundations have you worked with in your career?
Well, I've done things where I've built homes for wounded warriors in the San Antonio area. It's not about pinpointing, what I've done. It's just always being there and being accessible, no matter what. There's no limit to the things I've done, throughout my career. I work and then get in where I can, but I like to put my money where my mouth is. This is an opportunity that I see is going to be, something that is going to be, it's going to be everlasting, and forward. As far as getting everybody together and pulling our families together and making sure we have a future, I also want to spread that wealth to be able to, do things for people in need.
Okay, the last question I have is specifically about the music. What's going on with your music right now?
I just released an album called Napalm last October. We're getting ready to continue the Collateral Damage tour in support of the album. We did a short U.S. run, and now we're about to go do, in combination with the Gumball 3000, we'll be out in Europe. We'll do some dates correlated with that, and then we'll just put out a new album probably end of this year.
Fantastic. And so you still love doing your music? Are you doing any acting right now, or is it just pretty much just music right now?
Man, I'm doing music and I'm doing Bonita. So once I settle down and get some time, then I'll definitely get back into the movies.
Well, it's a situation where how do you have enough time? It seems like you're busy constantly. So I appreciate you taking time to come on the show, X. Where can we find more information on you? And people can purchase the tequila in the cities that are available in the website and much, much more. Where can we find that info?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you can go to BonitaSpirits.com, and it'll give you all of our latest updates. You can join our inner circle, and you can be up to the date and see exactly what we're doing with Bonita. Then you can also go to exhibit.com or go to my Twitter page. It is Twitter/exhibit /Facebook. All of that's the same. XZIBIT.
All right, well, it was an awesome conversation. Love to have you back on again, especially to promote the big event involving breast cancer and to promote your brand some more and your music. So I'll stay in touch with your publicist so we can make this a regular thing. And I hope that maybe you'll get an opportunity to connect with GJ in L.A. So I'll try to get all that set up. So thanks for calling, man.
All right, thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
All right, take care now.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, okay, bye-bye. You're listening to Told Education Celebrity Show, and we'll be back in just a moment.